What is up, you guys? It is Sam here, and today I'm going to teach you how to motion track text in Adobe After Effects CS6 for Mac and PC. Here we go. So if you do not have Adobe After Effects, do not worry. I have this link in the description below. You can simply click on here and download a trial of Adobe After Effects if you want to follow this tutorial. I do recommend buying it because I think it is an awesome program, and I think after you watch other tutorials, you will come to like it a lot, and you may just purchase it. So I highly recommend buying it or trying it out. So let's move on. Let's open up After Effects. And in this tutorial, I'm of course going to teach you how to motion track text in Adobe After Effects CS6. This is a brand new feature. So open up your project window up here and drag in your clip. In this case, this is my clip, and then I'm going to drag it into my composition, and I'm just going to render out the clip. As you can see, it is going to take a while, so I will just skip this part and wait until it is fully rendered so that way I can show you guys. So after rendering out the clip, this is pretty much all it is. It is just me looking at a rock and roll Hall of Fame drink coaster and moving around. This is truly to test out the potential of tracking text with the track camera with text feature. So let's get started with this. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you select your clip and then go to animation and click track camera. Now this process does take a very long time, but the neat thing about this, it works in the background, which means you can do other things while it does its thing. So I'm just going to wait for this to finish up, and I will see you guys once it is done. So after tracking the camera and rendering the clip, in your effect control panel, click on 3D camera tracker. And as you can see, all these cool little points will appear. And if I simply play through the clip while the points are still there, even more points appear as the clip goes on. If I just scrub through it, that should give you an idea. So to start, I will click on one of the points right here on the coaster, right click it, and I will click Create Text and Camera. Now, since this is a rock and roll Hall of Fame coaster, I will write for my text rock and roll, like that. I will go back to my selection tool, and I will head down to my red arrow and move it this way. And then I will resize my text by holding down Shift as I click here. And then I will move this back to the center. And now, while your text, of course, may be tracked, say there may be another thing you want to add. So for example, I'm going to add a shadow. So right-click on your text, go to Effect, Perspective, Drop Shadow, and a little shadow will appear. In your Effect control panel, you will have drop shadow options. So of course, I'm going to change the direction of my drop shadow after I mess with the distance. So the distance, I think that's a pretty appropriate distance. And for softness, to match with some of the other shadows that are around, I'm going to make it about like that. I think that looks pretty good. And now for moving it around, since the light is coming through this direction, I will of course make the shadow go here. So let me just move it over just a tad bit. And now another cool thing you can do, select your text, go to your rotation tool, and head down here. You can actually mess with how 3D the text actually looks. Since this is a pretty complicated process, and it does of course take a lot of time and effort, concerning the fact that it keeps glitching out every time, this will require your patience. So I will get this worked out, and then I will come back. So after messing with that for a little bit, as you can see, the text is somewhat a little more up to make it look a little more 3D. And now here is what the final footage looks like. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this tutorial helped you, and do not worry, more Adobe After Effects tutorials will be out. This tutorial only works for Adobe After Effects CS6. May I remind you, this feature is not available in other versions of After Effects. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave a comment below. I will happily answer it. Also, if you're new to the channel and you want to subscribe for more gaming, tech tutorials, and reviews, and more tutorials such as this one, hit that subscribe button down below, and if you really enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below as well. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I am Sam, signing off.